Hello everyone. The name of this video is going to be When My Worlds Collide, because I'm going to be this video will be about all three things that I'm passionate about. And as far as, I guess would say, kind of like hobbies that I'm passionate about. And I'm very passionate about the three things that I do, which is sewing. Now, when I sew, I make quilts. I make, when I'm talking about this, I'm going to be showing you some of the fabrics I bought today. But sewing is something I'm very passionate about. But I do get, I don't know how they got this packaged. I do get a little burnout sometimes. And I don't know if it's the order taken that burns me out or what it is. I don't feel like I get to use my creative side as much as I would like to. So, this is 100% cotton. Absolutely gorgeous piece of fabric. The feel of it is magnificent. So, I am changing the way that I do business. And that is going to be, I'm going to create, and then anybody that wants to can purchase what I create. If you don't want to purchase it, then I got plenty of people I can give it as a gift, or I can keep it myself. There's a lot of times that I make something and it wouldn't hurt my feelings if nobody else wanted it, because I really, really like it. And I make things that I really, really like. Got this piece, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This came in 3-yard pieces. That's the way it was packaged. I go to a wholesale place. They also have a retail store across town, and I went there also, but this all came from the wholesale place. But I just feel like that I'm losing some of my passion for what I do because orders are dragging me down. The orders are like a buzzkill, and I am embroidering, and as you can hear, trying to get these orders done. And I had a lady call me this morning, and she asked me to do, if I would take her Santa bag order. And I turned her down, because if you don't stop taking orders, then it never ever stops. This is absolutely gorgeous. I already have a quilt in mind for this. Show you all three of them together. These two are the same, just different colors. So, and I also bought a bolt of this. The other thing that I'm passionate about is budgeting, telling my money where to go, and you know how much to go there, and and seeing what a difference it makes. And I like to share that. So hopefully, I can reach one. If one person follows me on the journey of, but it's not really budgeting. You don't. It's more just giving your money a job and making sure it does its job. That's, you know, it's you know, I'll get more into that in a minute. All right, and also at the wholesale shop, the wholesale store, I bought 50 yards of quilt, the back part of the quilt, and I also bought 2 cheater quilts, which the cheater quilts have been a huge hit in my shop lately. Let me go and get those. Hold on just a minute. Okay, I'm back. And I've got a couple of different cheaters. I'm still waiting on some that I ordered. They actually have it printed at this place that I went to today, and they haven't gotten it yet. He told me it was in New Jersey, and he was waiting on his freight company that he uses to pick it up. This is the button design that everybody has liked. Cheater quilts is just cheater quilts means it's a screen printed version of a pattern. There's no piecing involved. This has got some reds. This is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely, I may have to have me one out of this. But it's a screen printed version, so therefore it's a less expensive alternative to a pieced quilt. And I have been very successful with those lately. And this is something I bought as a because I but a lot of times I don't have a lot of masculine stuff. And somebody wants something for their son's room, or they want something for their father or their father-in-law, or you know, something masculine. And this may not be everybody's taste, but this is the only masculine one I could find. And it's camo and deers. I know the deers are upside down, but I've got 17 yards of this. This will make about 5 quilts. So I've got this also in a cheater. What you need? You want where? Alright, be careful. And in the retail shop today, I got some more of the, for appliquing, I got some more of the navy and orange plaid. We're just running low on that. More of the crimson with the gray elephants. Some more of this plaid checkered crimson and gray with the elephants. And some crimson and gray and white check plaid in this. Plus I got these fabrics, and I have got a quilt already designed for this. Got this, and I'm going to put them together because all these are going to go together on a quilt. I put this over here with this one so you can see kind of, maybe you can see my vision, maybe not. There'll be other fabrics to go with this. I'm probably going to put this fabric with it also, which was my thought plan. And this one, all these are going to go together in large blocks. This was an order from a man that wanted one in the style of the Pioneer Woman. And yes, Pioneer Woman is apparently now making bedding. So this is going to be in the style of Pioneer Woman, not Pioneer Woman. I'm sure she's got a copyright on her things, which you can't copy something like that exactly anyway. You can just go in the style of it as far as picking your fabrics or whatever, because I'm sure she has her fabric, all her fabrics printed anyway, and I, you know, couldn't copy that anyway. Okay, now I'm gonna go to my these passions are not listed in a certain order. These are just as I'm coming to them. So let me get to the other part of what I am passionate about, which is telling my money where to go. And I have decided to completely rework my budget plan, and I think this will work out a whole lot better for us and be a whole lot more cut and dry, and that's my thought process anyway. Alright, I'll be right back after I go over to my sewing machine / desk. Okay, let's see. Trying to make this where it's not upside down. Okay, maybe that's good. I'm not very techy. Okay, still haven't got my workbook put into a binder of any kind, and I need to do that really, really bad. Because I did drop this the other day, and it was terrible. Okay. First of all, I'm going to pull out one of these here and pull out one of these. Alright, this is a paycheck. This is your paycheck bill tracker, whatever, is where you decide where your money's going to go for a particular paycheck. And I am going to, first of all, I've got to find my budgeting book. I am the most unorganized person that ever lived, and I have got to get more organized because it is causing me to just about have a nervous breakdown. I've got to get more organized in every aspect of my life. And that is another reason that I have quit taking orders, custom orders, because I don't have any time to do anything but that. All right, here it is. This is September, October. This is a happy planner. I got this at Hobby Lobby, and it was 50% off. Of course, I don't buy anything full price. I believe everything has been paid for October. So, I'm going to move on over to November's bills and see what we have going on over here. I don't like to look at my month. I like to look at it at a glance, not by days. Over here you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't like that. That's good for meal planning and things like that, but I like to look at everything at a glance. Okay. I would like to start paying as many bills as I possibly can for the month. Now, some of the bills can't be paid ahead because our life insurance is it's a automatic draft. Our car insurance automatic draft. Our Amazon Prime is automatic draft. And phones, we can pay those as soon as the bill drops. But we don't know how much the bill will be. Mine is supposed to go down significantly this month because apparently they had dropped a discount that I was supposed to get because my husband is a emergency medical worker. He gets a discount on his on the cell phones, on his cell phone bill, and so apparently they had dropped that discount, and I guess hoped that we would not notice, but I believe you me, I did notice. It was terrible. My internet, which I had accidentally dropped that one day when I was transferring bills from our bills from one month to the next, and I noticed that too one day. All right, we have a storage unit which must be cleaned out. It's got to be cleaned out. I'm tired of paying that bill. That means when you have a storage unit, in my opinion, means you got too much junk. And our life insurance, our water bill, power bill, internet, home equity line of credit, which I want to hit that one hard. But I really want to get that truck hit really, really, really hard because home equity line of credit is tax deductible, the interest on that. Our daughter's 22nd birthday is the 11th. Our Amazon Prime is the 9th. And our car insurance is the 17th. And our phone bills, we've been paying them around the 25th. I think that was a few days after they actually wanted me to pay it. But they got it. I don't know why I started putting it on the 25th. But that's just when I paid it. And so we also have Thanksgiving in November. So what I want to do is I want to write out all of our bills for the month. Storage unit is elginmini.com, and it is it's $35. Our life insurance is $112.33, and our water bill is a variable expense. I'm going to put down $40. Our power bill is very variable. I'm going to put down $250. I'm hoping it'll be down a lot more than that this month, but if it's not, internet is $99.68 for the worst internet known to man. And our home equity line of credit is, I believe, $144. Let's go to $150. We always pay $250 every month, but I'm going to bring that down to the regular payment until I get my truck paid off. Prime is $14 something. I'm gonna write down $15 until that bill comes in. And the car insurance, which we have no cars, we have only trucks. is $220 a month. That's for full coverage on both of them. And then we have our phones. And my husband is on a separate bill because he has a thing called FirstNet. I believe is what it's called, and it's for emergency workers, and they have priority over everybody else's internet on their phone. If you've got, you use internet on your phone, his phone has emergency workers, police officers, paramedics, firefighters. They have a plan for them that if they get it, they actually have to have verified through their work that they actually are an emergency worker, and in order to get this discount, his runs about $60. He has unlimited hotspot, which is wonderful, and I use it a lot on the weekends when he's home. And but both of them together should be no more than $135, or I'm going to throw a fit. And I believe that is all of our month. Oh, my truck payment. It's $5.75 and some cents. So I'm gonna put $5.76. I did a stupid thing. My last video was showing how much of a difference it made in my balance by paying $1,500 over, and I'm going to be paying over every month. How much I pay over will depend on how much I have to pay over on it. And I'm scanning the room for my calculator, so I'm going to have to get up and get that calculator. That's extremely here it is. I was gonna say that's extremely irritating, but I was going over my niece's finances. Average income for us is around $3,000 every 2 weeks, and that is both of our incomes combined. I was going over Bethany's finances the other day, trying to teach her how important it was for her to give her money a job every payday, and I think I got through to her, which I also gave her an incentive. If she would follow it for a month and a half, she would know what a huge difference it would make in her life. So I gave her a huge incentive to do that. All right, our total bills for the whole month, if the light bill comes in, if the power bill comes in at $250 and the water bill comes in less than $40, this will work out. But I will go in and fill in my actuals when those bills do come in, and we will do a month overview. But the bill total is, and I hope you can see this, is $1,633.01. Well, that's annoying. And we take our income, now that income is based upon how much I bust my butt in a matter of 2 weeks. Alright, we have left over $13.66.99. Well, that's really annoying, that penny. Oh me, but let's keep it real. We're going to drop down here. $13.66.99 is what we have left, and we are going to plan by the month. That was my whole point of this is I want to plan by the month. So Charlotte's birthday, I'm going to budget. She is grown after all. She's not a little child, and I'm not going to go crazy. Her birthday's on a Wednesday, so maybe the weekend before we could take her out to eat. But that ain't cool to be seen with your parents. But maybe she'll be okay just for one night of eating out. We'll budget $150 for her birthday. And then for, there's a fly in here, groceries, we always budget $400, and that does cover everything that it takes to run the house. It covers the dog food, the toilet paper, the paper towels, the laundry detergent, fabric softener. I do make my own laundry detergent. Fabric softener, soap, shampoo, deodorant, anything that we need to function in our home, and it takes us less to function on than it does most people. And I was thinking about that today when I went on my fabric trip today. I was thinking about how that I'm sure other people's houses are run differently. I'm not one to go out and buy all new towels every spring. I don't throw away all of my sheets and go replace them, every spring. We use our stuff until it is absolutely worn out, and that is not because of all of this. It's just because that's just how I am. There's no point in throwing away a towel. I don't care what color it is. There's no point in throwing that away if it's still usable. Now, when I do buy towels, I buy 3 or 4 on sale, and I come home and I pull out 3 or 4 of the worst ones in my linen closet, and I give them to my husband, and he uses those for outside things. And so and he throws them away when he's worn them completely out, then he throws them away. But that is everything that it takes for us to live in our home. Things to clean with. If I wanted to buy a new mop, it would come out of that. If I wanted to buy a new broom, it would come out of that. If I wanted to buy a Ziploc bags, whatever. Everything it takes to run our home for 2 weeks is coming out of that $400. And that does also include food, in which I cook a lot. And I use what's in the freezer. I go to the meat market about once every 3 months, and I buy about $150 to $175 worth of meat, quality meat, and that lasts us about 3 months. And sometimes you think, well, I really want, beef. I don't want pork tonight, but I buy variety packs, and it comes with pork chops. It comes with country style spare ribs. It comes with bacon. It comes with roast, hamburger meat, sausage. It comes with a large variety of different kinds. It comes with chicken. It comes with a large variety of meats for any mood, any taste. And there's different variety packs. And where we go to Mike's Meats in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and we get enough meat and sometimes we get something extra. If we want to decide, hey, this weekend we're going to smoke a shoulder, we'd probably go to Pete's Country Meats in Loretta, Tennessee, and pick that up because we bought a bunch there. Anyway, I digress. This groceries encompasses everything that it takes to run our home for 2 weeks. And then we have spending money. And for me. And we have spending money for my husband. I get $60 every 2 weeks, and he gets $100. I do work at home. I can go in the house and fix myself a sandwich anytime I want to. I can go in the house and fix myself a drink. And I can also go in the house and take a nap or just rest for a little while, whatever I want to do. I don't ever have to leave this hill unless I need to go to the post office or to the bank. And that is enough money for me for 2 weeks. I have recently started dividing that in half and keeping half of it in my cigar box, and then half of it in my wallet, just to break it up like he does. He takes $50 a week for his job because he does work out of town. He works 3 days a week, but he works 75 hours a week. He is on the clock day and night for 3 days. And then we have gas, and we budget $150 for both of our vehicles. My husband has a 2016 Duramax diesel 2500 full size back seat. He inherited it from his father when his father passed away, and I drive a 2018. We both drive Silverados, but I drive a 1500, 2018 1500 Silverado, and that pretty much, sometimes we may have $60 left over. Basically depends upon my driving, if that how much is left over out of that. All right, and we're going to do a miscellaneous category, and that is the whoops category, and I'm going to put $50 into that. And that's just like what is a good around here? We're pretty boring. We don't have a lot of uh-ohs. But, you know, everybody's uh-oh account. Alright, and this is where I need to write down the paycheck, the 30th. This is where, now this is subject to change. I will do a hard copy of the budget for October the 30th. And this is subject to change. And I will do a permanent one. This is kind of the idea of what I have decided to do. Sinking funds are drastically changed. We have a sinking fund for 2021 Christmas, and we are actually putting in $40 into that every payday, starting now, because my Christmas budget for this year has been fully funded. Car maintenance, $50 every payday, and let's see. What else I'm going to put on here? I think that is all of the sinking funds we are going to do. Let me think about that for a minute. Medical. I used to have medical, clothing, fun, restaurant or eating out, car maintenance, gifts, house insurance. House insurance. I do want to continue that, because that is a big bill that will be due in April. And if I put $35 every payday into that, we will have the $363 we need in April. And the rest of it is, previously it was medical, clothing, fun money, restaurant, car miscellaneous, gifts. The gifts was birthdays and things like that. Typically for a shower gift, whether it be a baby or a wedding, I usually give a quilt. Home insurance, I budget $35 for that. Christmas, I got that. And house miscellaneous, I've already got a miscellaneous down here in the cash envelopes. And I have skipped a step. I got pets. I'm not going to put pets on there. Alright. Add up our cash envelopes. We get alright, $910. Okay. We had 13. No. We had 1633.99, and we have $910 in our cash envelopes. That leaves us with $723.99, and which we carry over here, $723.99. That 99 is going to carry with me all the way through. And we add up our sinking funds. We have 40 plus 50 plus 35 is $125 into sinking funds every payday. We had $723.99, and we're taking away the $125 for our sinking funds, and we still have left over $598.99 left for the month, for the payday, for this August the 30th payday. Which a lot of people say, you know, if you get 3 paydays a month, that's an extra payday. That is a lie, because I have sat down and ran the numbers. That is a lie. I just don't believe there's a such thing as extra payday, because if you get paid on the 30th of October, which is 2 days before the 1st, you don't get paid again until the 13th of November, and you've got storage, life insurance, water, power, internet, home equity line of credit, Charlotte's birthday, and Amazon Prime before you get paid again. And then, so I just don't believe, and maybe if you get paid every week, maybe there might be an extra payday in there for you, but if you get paid every 2 weeks, I just don't, I've tried balancing the budget with 2 extra paydays a year, and I just can't get it to make any sense. All right, now, we get down here to the bottom, we had $598.99 left over for the payday. So that basically $600, like a dollar and a penny being $600. So this category is extra debt. Now I have a big truck that it's really going to bother me until that truck is paid off. So theoretically, and I will probably wait until the end of the month and make an extra debt payment to make sure all these numbers run right and life doesn't kick us in the butt and make all these numbers topple over. But at the end of each month, at the end of the month, or till the next payday, let me put it that way, till the next payday, which is November the 13th, which is actually before my truck is due. If all these numbers run okay until November the 13th, then I will be paying $598.99 extra on my truck, which is over another whole payment. So extra debt total is $598.99, and that leaves us with $0 left over. We have spent our money very smart. We have give every dollar a job, every penny a job, and we are saving up for Christmas, car maintenance, and house insurance. One thing that has really changed on this budgeting for me that I have decided to change is I'm not putting aside money for gifts, not putting aside money for pets. We have three small dogs in the house, and basically they're just very low maintenance. The new one he may have to be groomed. I don't know. His hair's getting longer all the time. He's not very old. He may be a groomer, be one of those pets that have to be groomed, but we'll know that here in the next couple of months, and we might have to make adjustments to that. But grooming is not that expensive around here. I live in Alabama. I mean, you can rent a house on a piece of property for $500 a month. I mean, you can rent a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home sitting on an acre yard for $500 a month. I can go. I was thinking today. Like I said, I took a trip today to go buy fabric. I was gone most of the day. Gives me a chance to think, and I was thinking about like our insurance for our vehicles. I know somebody that I listen to on YouTube, and she's got car insurance, and she is paying. She lives in Michigan, and apparently their car insurance is outrageous. But everybody has a crime rate. Ours is substantially lower, I guess, than most parts of the country, and that does figure into how much your automobile insurance is. But we have a druggie every now and then. It comes through and lifts a few tools or something like that. Catches you not home, but better not let me catch him. But anyway, they catch you when you're not home. So, but basically we live in a low crime rate area. I have woke up before in the morning and realized that we never locked the back door, and we don't really have a back door. We have a carport door, and we live on a 4-lane major highway that runs from Memphis to Chattanooga, I think. And I get up a lot of days, and somebody, whose job it was to lock the door the night before, did not lock the door. Another thing I am going to start doing is I am going to start doing the expense tracker. I'm not going to write out at the beginning a starting balance because I'm not into the budgetmom.com workbook that far yet to know what my starting budget will be as far as expense tracker, but I am going to be more diligent with keeping up. Now, how to do this. You put the date that you spent the money. I don't know what the account means. I have to read up on that. Transaction. Category is like if it's a spending category, if it's a grocery category, if it's a clothing category. You have like 5 different categories, gas, whatever. But I don't understand filling this out like a checkbook. I'm going to do the date, who it was to, and how much it was, and I'll be able to decipher. And then I'm going to use highlighters to give each highlighter color a, when it's spending money, be one color. If it is grocery, be another color. And I'm going to highlight these so I can look at this at a glance. So, boy, you're going, I don't go to this is basically for people that are just starting, so they can kind of see where their money goes. I already know where my money goes. I don't know if I'll do this or not. It's an awful lot of work to pick this up every time you buy a Mickey D sweet tea, which is absolutely the best bargain in the world. Some days I survive off of Mickey D sweet tea for hours, one cup of it. So I don't know if I'll do the expense tracker or not. All right, I'm going to get rid of all of these sinking funds. Let's see if I can back you up just a little bit. You might be too close. Well, won't be too bad if I'm. That's the other $30 of my spending money right there, and I'm going to keep that in there. And I'm going to, that's my husband's spending money. That's money I'm supposed to put into my jar in the house. That's my Christmas, my car maintenance, the house insurance, Christmas 2021, and I think that's it. That's all of it. I am going to keep these in my cigar box. And I'm going to be depositing this once a month at the end of each month. I've got one more payday to deposit into the Christmas club that I'm going to open up, and this is for next Christmas. Why not start now? I've already got, I've already got my 2020 one completely funded here, so might as well start now on 2021. So I'm going to set these aside, and I'm going to empty these with some sort of order. I've got a little girl at the credit union that I go to, very sweet, and she has gotten, since I've been going in there, I guess it's kind of one of those things, leading by example type things, which I wish my daughter that's still at home would get it through her head, But this girl, she's supposed to get married. She works at the credit union where we do our banking, and she sees us come in there and put money into savings, and she sees us come in there and take like 3/4 of a paycheck of a pay period and put it into our savings account, and I guess she's impressed with the process. So she is I'm going to take her some more information to the bank. Thought I had, okay, I don't have it. I'm trying to help her. She's getting married in January, and her and her boyfriend, she's trying to convince him that they will need to combine their finances whenever they get married, and he's not liking that idea. But I'm telling you right now, you must combine your finances and combine your bill paying back your bills. Your debt's his debt's your debt. Everybody's debt is everybody's debt when you get married. And I think it would cause resentment if you didn't look at it that way. That's just my opinion. You know what they say about opinions. Getting this all sorted out here. We'll see how much we're pulling out of the sinking funds here. These sinking funds just sit there and gather money and gather money and gather money, and that's not a bad thing. But there's just no point when these $30 things come up so rarely, there's just no point in just keep putting the money in there and keep putting the money in there. For our policy, basically, for our grandchildren, you may disagree with this. I don't care if you disagree with that, but we have 10 grandchildren, and basically we don't know what they need or what they want. I mean, we know some of what they like, but that changes every day with kids, and they range from 2 years old to 19 years old. So what we do is we give each one of them $20 for their birthday. There's 10 of them, and you know, it's just not necessary to give them, I mean, for graduation, we had 2 to graduate this year, and we did, you know, give them money for graduation. But for birthdays, they come around every year regular like everything else does. So we're just not going to do that. We've got one grandson that he puts every dime of money that you give him into the bank. He is saving his money for a purpose, and he is putting every bit of it into his savings account. And so, you know, he's 10 years old, and that's what he does. All right, let's count how much money we just took out of our sinking funds. We have 150 in 50s. See if you can see that. I don't know if you can see what it says or not. In 20s, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, I done forgot, that 10 threw me off. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, $500. And count the 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $110. And 5s, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That's $810 that I'm taking out of sinking funds. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do with that. I am going to bring back in a envelope, and I'm going to name it Special Occasions, and this is not a Sharpie, and it's not going to write on there at all. This is going to be, and we'll put SO, Special Occasions. And these are my sinking for the special occasions will be when something comes up. Like Charlotte's birthday, she is our baby. And when her birthday comes up in a couple of weeks, she'll be 22 years old. She still lives with us. She works and does her own thing, but she does live with us. And special occasion this time will be her birthday. And I can't decide. I said $810. I'm not going to stuff anything until the 30th. That would just be confusing. So, I'm trying to decide what to do with this $810. What would be the best thing to do with it? Do I stick it back and put that on my truck payment that is driving me crazy, that I got to get paid off, that I want to get paid off so bad? $810 would knock a big chunk in my crude graph that I made up for that. Or do I want to put this in the bank? Do I want to put this in savings? I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll put this into savings. And my job is very variable, a variable income and variable expenses, because I do constantly buy stuff like fabric, thread, applique, designs, my bags that I use for shipping, machine oil. I mean, it's constantly something I have to order, have to buy, go pick up, whatever. And it's very hard to budget around that, because I might spend $1,000 in one day on fabric, and then I not spend anything on fabric for a month or a month and a half, whatever. So it's very variable. And so what I'm going to start doing is, this $3,000 is dependent upon how much money that I make. And because my husband's money is pretty much set within $1 or $2, he gets the same thing every 2 weeks. And I try to take his salary, subtract it from $3,000, and that's what I try to contribute. I try my best to contribute that. Sometimes I can, it's easy, and sometimes I can't. So, you know, this is a very variable budget, but I do want to be more like the Dave Ramsey program. I want to be gazelle intensive, which means you hit this debt hard, because it was financed for 7 years. I'm like, I'll be 63 years old when it's paid off. I'm only 56 years old, and that just made me kind of sick at my stomach. But you know, if I take care of the vehicle, if the oil is serviced and the oil is changed and it's taken care of, then it'll be the vehicle that my kids take my keys away from me in. That'll be the keys they take away from me. And so I don't plan on ever buying another one, but I do want to get it paid off. I mean, it's a lot of money. We did buy a home in 2013 that was a foreclosure. It happened to also be my grandmother's home that was it was foreclosed on because she passed away. And believe you me, she didn't know anybody. She didn't owe a soul a dime when she died. Didn't owe anybody anything. She never had a credit card, never had a cell phone. She didn't owe anybody a dime when she died. But somebody bought it, and it got foreclosed on, and we snapped it up, and we paid $25,000 for our home. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, living room, kitchen, utility room, laundry room, and about a ½ acre of land, and we only financed it for 5 years. And so that has been paid off since it was paid off 2.5 years ago. So and we has crossed my mind a few times. I would kind of like to have a new home. I've never lived in a new house. I've never owned a new home before. I've always lived in a home that somebody else has lived in. And I kind of thought how nice it'd be to have a brand new home. Then I got thinking about paying for it, and it made it not so nice anymore. So we have a small inheritance coming from my husband's father's death. It's coming in around close to Christmas. And we are going to sink some money into the exterior and the interior of our home. Not a lot of money, but it's going to make a world of difference. So, but that is my new plan. And this is for November's bills. It's October payday, but it's November bills. And if this works out perfect, absolutely perfect, to celebrate Charlotte's birthday, to have our groceries, our spending monies, our gas money, and / diesel, and our whoops account, which we call it miscellaneous, is a nicer word, I guess, than whoops. And we still have our Christmas sinking fund for next year, car maintenance, which is a big expense. If you need tires or anything like that, that's a big expense. And the house insurance is another big expense. So those are they're going to be the only 3 sinking funds that we have from now on. And because I got to thinking about it, I thought, you know, we average paying about $800 a payday in bills. That's kind of, I like to keep it around $800. And I got to think about it. There's no reason why we can't allocate the money, is the best way to put it. Allocate the money for all the bills on one paycheck. And then the check that we get in November the 13th, we can put it all into savings, No, not all of it, because we still have to do our grocery spending, gas, and miscellaneous, which is $760 that we would put aside for those. We dropped Charlotte. Oh, I need to add in Daniel's. Like I said, this is a soft copy. I'm going to be doing a hard copy. Our grandson, his birthday is November the 1st, and we will give him $20. I forgot to write that in there. I think that's the only two my husband's birthday, but we're not big gift givers amongst my husband and myself. Sometimes we give each other something for Christmas, sometimes we don't. It just depends. And you know, it just all depends on I guess what mood we're in when it comes Christmas time. Not our feelings toward each other, but just, you know, how our money is running. Which Christmas Sinking Fund, I can't tell you how excited I am about that, because I've always been so busy this time of the year that I've just half-assed Christmas. And I don't know if that is a nice thing to say, but that last year I didn't even get a tree put up. I put my artificial tree that was in the box, I put it up on its end and put a snowman hat on top, because I was exhausted, and I was just over Christmas before it came because of all the orders I had to do. So that's about to change. I'm about to get all of those done, and that's about to change. Alright, I have got some paper in the oven that I'm aging for the junk journal that we're going to continue on tonight, if I can get over there to my shop. I need to get the dogs in the house, because if you can't hear them, they're out there in the yard barking. I need to get them in the house and get them settled down. And the smallest, well, probably all three, I don't know how much a hawk can pick up, but they are known to swoop down and pick up little small dogs out of the yard and take them back and to their nest, and, well, you know the rest. But the baby one, he is small enough that a hawk can do that. So I want to get him in the house, and because hawks do like to come out at night. And that has actually happened to my aunt that breeds small dogs. She saw it, and this little dog was in her yard running around, and this hawk swooped down, and she screamed, and the hawk dropped it, but the puppy was already dead. He had taken his talons and crushed and punctured the little puppy's lungs, and it was dead when the hawk let go of it. So that does happen for real, and I just don't want him to get picked up by a big mean bird. There's plenty of possums and raccoons he can do that to, and not my little Rudy puppy, my little Rudy, my little root toot. Alright, I hope you found value in this video. If you did, I'm going to start a new video for the junk journal next door in my paper crafting room. Yes, I have a whole building just for paper crafting. I'm going to end this, and I am going to do a whole new video on putting the pages in our, I don't know what I've done with my cover. It's around here somewhere. Here it is. Putting the pages in this book. I'm going to start that, if at all possible, in a few minutes. I've got paper aging in the oven. I sprayed it with coffee water and put it in the oven. I am going to sew down here and make the spine more distinctive before I take it over there. And so there is a video on how I made the book cover. If you want to go back, I don't know. I'm not going to link it. It's just a couple of videos back. So, and it's how to make a junk journal cover or something like that. But this is what I do. I go over my numbers almost every day. Sometimes I skip a day. Just depends on what's going on. If I haven't left the house, or if I haven't had a fresh thought, then I don't pick it up, because there's no point. It's the same as it was the day before. But it is something that I look at and I think about and I check into, and that brought us to our cell phone dilemma about me getting $160 a month cell phone just for my cell phone, and I don't owe a penny on my cell phone. I paid cash for my cell phone, But they were charging me $160, charged me $110 for multi-line use. I don't have multi-lines. I have one phone line. And so my husband, I had already called him about it in September, and he had to go down there to the store, and they said, we're sorry, we forgot to apply your discount to that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, sorry, crap. You know, go back and retro that back and give me my money back. Well, we're sorry, we can't do it. That's what I've already called you about it. Well, we can't retro it back and give you your money back. Well, what you gonna do? You're stuck. So, anyway, I've showed you my fabric. I've shown you my fabric in the sewing part of my life. I have shown you my new thoughts on budgeting, and I have informed you that I'm going to be putting pages in this book tonight, and I have the pages aging in the oven as we speak. Actually, I accidentally burnt one page, but you'll not see it. But anyway, a lot going on, and I always have a lot going on. I always have 50 things going on at one time, but I do really want to work over there on this book. Won't complete it, but maybe we'll get most of the pages in tonight. I did add lace to it that was not in the video. I just simply went around and did a decorative stitch around to hold it on, and I think it added a lot of character to my cover. But anyway, that is what's going on this hour, and that changes from hour to hour. I gotta get my embroidery machine started back up again. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that thumbs up or thumbs down, whichever one you want to do. I'm not going to judge you. And we will be back in a little bit for a video on putting pages in this book. Bye-bye.